Hello YouTube, welcome to another episode of the Turbo series. Today we're going to be doing something massive, which is finally building all the heroes we need to make our strategy using Alakita and Natalie work. This week it's the Easter event, so we're going to go ahead and build ourselves a little team that's going to help us in campaign. To get us started, we are going to have to go and do the event to pick up as many Cores of Origin chests as we can grab, because we need one for Blood-Tide Queen Aranea, and we're going to need one for Star Alchemist Holmes. The reason we want both of these heroes is their Nirvana abilities trigger whenever any ally does an attack, and that means we can stack up loads and loads and loads of their abilities in their destiny tree, such as attack reduction, which will result in the enemy team getting completely murked with debuffs and therefore buffing Alakita's damage and also reducing the damage our opponents will do. It's a really, really cool strategy and something we'll be using for a lot of the late game. As well, we're also going to be getting ourselves some of the Spectre Inquiring Minds from here, which will be useful for when we want to go ahead and fully upgrade our Star Soul items for our main damage heroes. So that's going to be really useful as well. You'll notice I haven't picked up transition materials from floor 4 and floor 5, and that's because I don't really need them. We're going to get them for spending anyway. So the first thing we need to go and do this week is we need to get started by buying the relay. We want to go all the way up to the energy package here, and that's going to unlock us this Plentiful Privilege 3, which means we'll be able to get loads of destiny resources, and we also get these important chests here that are going to give us even more Cores of Origin, which will be helpful when upgrading our heroes. So folks, let's go and jump in with the relay and get spending. Alrighty, there we go, folks. We've purchased all the way up to energy, and that means we can get started with our rewards. Already, we've unlocked our bonuses here in the Rabbit, which is pretty nice, and you'll see all of our plentiful privileges are unlocked, which means our next goal will be to do 2,000 heroic summon scrolls. So let's get started with our heroic summons. We should be able to do these in batches of 100. Let's see if we can get some copies of the brand new hero. Here we go. We get ourselves Dominator. Nice start. What else are we grabbing? We're getting just the one 5-star, I think. Yep, that's what it looks like. Let's jump in with the next 100. We have an Edgar, a Tix. Pretty cool. I like Tix. And we get Melassa, we get Michelle, we get Emily. Wow, loads of 5-stars from that one. That is really freaking good. Very pleased with that. So let's go ahead and upgrade to 5-star. Get things rolling through here. Nicely done. And then we will destroy all our 3-stars. Fabulous. And then we'll jump back in with more summons. Here we go. We get ourselves a Kameth, a Saja, an Edgar. That's our second Edgar. We're going to Karim as well. We're getting loads of 5-stars. This is really, really good. A Fat Moo in there as well. Very nice. And summon again. Michelle. Cool. We get Olivia. Yay. I love Olivia. She's one of my faves. Does Moog with Mirage, with Sleepless, with Margaret. Holy moly, guys. We're getting so many 5-stars. That is fantastic. Right. You know the drill. We go to the creation circle, upgrade to 5-star, kill off the 3s, and then we jump back in with another summon sesh. How's backspace looking? Okay, we can only do one batch of 100 here. That's completely fine. From this, what are we picking? We get Berea. Carrie! No way! That's so good! She's really rare. We get Mickey as well. That's nice. On Kirimaru, we get Gru, and there, of course, is our copy of Sylvie. Fantastic. So we can upgrade to 5-star here, and of course, we'll destroy all of our 3s, making us a ton of room, and backspace is looking pretty tight. So now at this point, we've done 500. So let's see if we can make things a little bit cleaner here. We do have big piles of heroes. Oh, and we have loads in the Forest faction. So what I can do to iron this out, we're just going to make ourselves some 6-star Gru and Starlight, I think. That's probably our best move. Okay, let's go ahead and upgrade our Gru here. We'll do the same thing with Starlight, making us some immediate backspace here. And I'm pretty sure we had a bunch of Edgars, so we can pop him in too. And there you go, a bunch of 6-stars getting added to the account. Now, at this point, we probably could even push out a 9-star. So let's go and make a 9-star Starlight. We'll put in our 6-star we just made. We're putting in one additional copy. And we just need a bunch of fodder heroes. We've got loads down the bottom here, so we'll add all of those in. And honestly, it might be tempting to use some of these Melissas because I have so many of them. Yeah, it's not like I need to use too many. And then we've got these 6 stars here. Upgrade 9-star on the Starlight. And that has got ourselves loads of extra backspace. Perfect. Let's go back in with the summons and carry on. So, from here, we should hopefully be getting some nice 5 stars. Let's find out what we can pull. It's looking like nothing in this first 100. And that is the case. It is pretty dead. Let's go again. Oh, this is just as quiet. What's going on? Imagine we get 2 full batches without a 5-star. Nope, we got ourselves Eloise and Flame Strike. And a triple pull, Cthulhu, Bleaker, and Guster. With all that done, let's go ahead and upgrade again in the Crease the Circle. Destroy our 3 stars, of which we have lots. And now we'll jump back in with even more summons. Here we go. We get an Ithaca. Nice. With Walter. Pretty cool. And a Dark Arthendal. Nice. Love to see the whole Dark Heroes coming through. We've had a Dasmog and a Sleepless as well. Flame Strike, that's our second copy here. We get a King Barton as well, with another Starlight copy. Nice. And this Scary. Very cool, very cool. And I think that's everyone. Probably not going to get another 5-star here. No way. Right, let's upgrade then to 5-star one more time. Fantastic. And then we'll go ahead and alter, destroying all 3s. And then we just jump back in house backspace. Ooh, it's getting a little tight now. So let's see if there's some 6 stars we can build. Oh yeah, we definitely can. Ithaca and Walter are screaming at me. So let's make Ithaca. Let's make Walter. And what does that do for the Shadow faction? Does it tidy things up here? It most certainly does. Cool. Fortress is pretty tight as well. Let's make ourselves Mickey and Mirage. Yeah, that should be pretty easy to do. There's Mirage. And I think that's just done with them ones. Yep. And Abyss. Oh, it's also stuff we can build here. And we absolutely can make some Queens or even Gaggies here. Yep, either works. So let's get Queen in. There you go. And that's going to keep things nice and tight. Also, I have an Awakened Gaggy. I am going to just lock that in so I don't accidentally feed that. But backspace is back down, so let's jump in with another 200 summons. Here we go. So we should be getting Sylvie from this one here at the end. We get Garuda to start, though. That's very fitting, considering a forest hero. We get Aiden. We get Rosa. There's our Sylvie coming through early. Ormus as well. Very cool. And that's that. So, not the best early Sylvie we could have gotten. Our second Eloise already is wild. I wonder if we'll get someone else. I know a lot of early players watching this will be like, MK, that's not fair. You got 2 Eloises. Oh, I got Aranea there. That's nice. And on Kirimaru and Gurk. Fun. Right, Creation Circle our heroes. Go and destroy our 3s. And then we'll check backspace one more time. See how we're looking here. Oh, yeah. We're starting to really tighten things up. So now it might be worth just seeing if there's an easy option to reduce backspace. Like the Dark faction, for example, still have all these Aspens. Yeah, we probably ought to do something about these Aspens. So, I am going to go in 6-star Aspen using Aspen. So, if we go to material settings, I am going to make Aspen material real quick. And, oh, it's telling me we can... Wait, we could just make a 9-star Aspen. Oh, using just Aspens? Oh, guys, that's brilliantly efficient. There we are. Done. And that will get me loads of backspace, I think. Yep. That worked. That really worked. And we still have Aspens left, so let's make some 6-star Aspens using Aspen. That'll be funny. So there we go. Aspen, using Aspen. Now can we make another 9-star Aspen using only Aspens? Heck yeah, we can! Woohoo! It's Aspen time! Right, so now I have 2 9-star Aspens. And yeah, that's massively reduced backspace one more time. Very, very funny. And the altar, I realize we have these 2 stars that are just sat here, so I can destroy both of them. And let's go back into the summon circle and get things pushing. Here we go. Will we get more 5 stars? Hopefully. Yep, Valkyrie. That's nice. Anyone else? No. Oh, never mind. No, we got Fat Moo. That's good. And a Karim there at the end. That was a bit of a surprise. Next here we've got Edgar, Valentino. And, okay, Queen. Awesome. Lots of 5 stars from that. Sweet. So, of course, back to the Creation Circle. Upgrade to 5-star. And then destroying our 3s will make us a bunch of backspace again. And that should keep us below the 400 threshold. Yep, so we've got another 200 we can pop in. Sweet. From here, what are we grabbing? Doesn't look like much. Looks pretty quiet, actually. Yeah, no 5 stars from there. Let's see if we can do it again. Let's get 3 batches with no 5 stars. Never mind. Asmodel and Gurk. The Light Boys coming through. There's a Vesser as well. And we get a Sylvie copy. Very cool. And I think that was a pity Sylvie. And an Honor Guard come in there as well. And we'll do another 100. Oh, never mind. I can't. Our hero list is full. So upgrading things back up. Destroying our 3s. And backspace might still stay pretty low here. Yeah, it does. Nice. How many summons have we done at this point? We're on... Okay, the final 500. This should be easy. Here we go. So, getting Gusta, scary. And that's looking like... Oh, never mind. We got a Corpse Demon there. Rosa. Whoa, that's good. 4 5 stars from that 100. I feel like we've been above average with these summons. Let me know in the comment section how many 5 stars we pulled from all of this. There we got a Nosuke. We got... I think that was Flora. We got... Lord Balrog as well, so that's 3 5-star copies, and an Eos. That's... Wait, how rare is Eos? Is she rare? Yeah, she's rare too. Wow, so we got Carrie and Eos. That's pretty crazy. And let's go ahead, upgrade in, and destroy our 3s. And let's go back in with more summons. I think this might be our last one. I'll have to double check. That or we have another 200 after this. Either way, it's looking pretty steady. We get ourselves an OD. We get a Valkyrie. So just a couple 5 stars there. And let me just check the summon prizes. Yeah, 200 more left to go. So here we go. We'll be near the end now. Wondering if we can get a 5-star. Oh, we get an early Sylvie copy, actually. It's pretty nice. And there's a Sigmund as well. Awesome. And then that means we can go into the Creation Circle, upgrade to 5-star, destroy our 3s, and then we just do another 100 to finish us off. And with that, that's all 2,000 heroic summons done, which is pretty nice. So just let these trickle through. There's an OD, another OD that we've got. Another Sylvie! Wow! What a high roll! Getting 2 Sylvies at the end there. Phenomenal stuff. Gotta claim all those rewards through here. And we'll claim it all. We'll delete all our mail as well to tidy things up. And now, let's go draw our attention. We've done 2,000 summons. I need to look at the Starlight Rhythm. What we want to do, this is going to end in just over an hour. So I want to get this so we get a pink chest. I've already claimed everything I can from here, so I'm going to use Universal Crystals, which should get me a pink chest nice and easy. So 87 will take us to 2,800. Then I need to add 600. And there we go, 3,400, which is enough for a pink chest. Perfect. So with that done, I'm going to now draw my attention across to the Easter event. Yep, we got 285 of the silk so far. That's pretty nice. Let's get that number higher by spending some gems. So in the ordinary Easter eggs here, let's get hatching. So I need to buy 45 of these for 22,500. And let's open them all and see if we can get something nice from this. We have 9 superb Easter eggs. Cool. We get our 90 colorful silk cloths and a few resources trickling in. So let's open all of these 9 eggs. I'm really hoping we can get some origin chests. We get none of them. That's kind of annoying. I really wanted to get core of origin shard chests. Oh well. And that's still, we got 3 of the top end eggs here. Maybe we can still get these core of origin shard chests. They would be super useful. So 3 chances to get something nice here. And we get them! Oh, beautiful. We're also getting the orange chest as well. And I think the big pull here is, of course, getting a couple of these core of origin shards. That's nice. I do need to get some of these. Perfect. So, what we want to do now, take a look at our rabbits. We're on 375. So, we've got a few options. Either we're going to go all the way to 100, or we go to 90 of the masks. Either way, we know we definitely want to buy the 2 top packages here, so let's get both of them. So we'll buy this first one, and we'll buy this second one. That's massively improving my gem total as well, which is good. It's getting us some scrolls back, and we get loads of colorful silk clots, taking us to 555. Let's go ahead and get started then by building these bunny rabbits. So our first step is going to be choosing between gold, dust, and monster parts. That's really not a lot of dust, so I'll just go with the gold, even though I've got loads of that. You know, actually, no, I'll take dust. So let's go ahead and choose that. And now we probably go with Cores of Transcendence here. I don't think it matters. I think they're all completely fine. So we'll bring that in. Definitely want to go with the Radiant Soul Crystal. That's just the best option here. We do like summons. And, oh, we can do it again, so we absolutely will. Getting ourselves more free awakens. And the bottom here actually contains a selection chest, which can be a core for us. So, tempting, but I think I have everyone here. I already have Elena. I already have Alamak. I already have Geista. I already have Natalie. And I already have Betty. So the only one here that I actually need is Vulcan. So that's actually completely useless. We have passive 2 sublimation or passive 3. I think the sublimation is the best option. So we'll just go ahead and pick that up. And yo, we got ourselves a docile rabbit here, but I didn't quite get enough points to get to 50 on both sides. But yeah, cool. Right, let's now build ourselves another bunny rabbit. What are our options here? Spirit, monster parts, or Stella? Definitely going to go with Stella here. That's a great start. Wishing coins are probably my best grab here. It depends how I'm doing for profit orbs. We haven't had a profit orb event in a while. Yeah, I have 910 of them. So, yeah, I think it really doesn't matter what I grab from here. So I'll probably just get wishing coins. And then from here, train tickets versus Celestial Island resources. I actually believe train tickets is probably slightly better. Fight me in the comment section. We got ourselves another train ticket there, so we'll grab that. And okay, this selection here at step 5. That's the original 6 Transcendence Heroes. What about this one? That's, yeah, don't need either of these, so we'll just go with the passive 2 sublimation. And that's going to be just a common rabbit. Didn't get anything crazy from that one. Alright, next up. We've already picked that one before for dust, but I still think that's probably the best. Unless spirit. I don't think it really matters. Let's see what spirit gets us. Okay. Master's Toolbox is relics or wishing coins. I think relics are probably slightly better here. Train tickets, I think, are good. From here... Ooh, Starspawn Core 3s, 5s, or 6s. That's tricky. I think 6s are probably better. Yeah, we'll take them. And then... Okay, what do we get from this chest? That's the earlier ones. Okay. Not too bothered about them. So, let's just go with this here. Get ourselves some sublimation. Fantastic. And now we have 195 left. So we're going to go with Stellar Shards here. And we're going to go with a core. For this, I don't think the material matters too much. Fluorite is probably the most useful. So we'll grab that. Get ourselves some train tickets as well. And what about these origin chests? Are they the same ones again? Oh! Oh, that's big! Aranea and Star Alchemist Holmes Young are in this one. That's exactly what we need. Let's grab that. Fantastic. What a lovely pull. And then we have 75 left. So we're going to go with Stellar Shards here. Let's get ourselves some more relics. Actually, scrolls is probably a good bet. Actually, I don't need any of these. Yeah, I'll just get relics. Train tickets again, which is good. And, ooh, free awakens. Ah, but I am out. Honestly, the free awakens has me really tempted. It does mean, instead of Stellar Shards here, I can get Destiny materials. Or I could even get Deific artifacts. Is it going to be worth it to grab Deific Snowheart? It's got the Will of Winter. Starts us off with 100 energy. So already that's comparable to something like Elusive Mirror. Because I think Melissa will love that. At the beginning of the battle and the end of each round, you get Absolute Frost, which is a skill effect that reduces the target's speed, energy, and attack. So it's a nice attack reduction debuff. That probably synergizes really nicely with the team we were aiming for. Then again, if we're already running Dragon Rui, we don't want to mess up our energy feed. Whereas upgrading Elusive Mirror won't do that. both need Grimoire, right? Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to grab some Grimoires, I think, actually, instead of Stellar Shards. I think that's our better bet. For this, we are going to need 100 rabbits, which means I am going to have to spend ourselves some more contract starry gems. So let's go back to the cool events, and let's go ahead and purchase one more pack up here to make that possible. We have just enough contract starry gems for this one. Let's go and finish off this rabbit that we've started here, getting ourselves these free summons, which are lovely. And then we'll get ourselves probably just the sublimation, as I do not need this Core of Origin shard chest anymore. So we'll grab this, and that's for passive skill 3. And we got ourselves a classic rabbit, as it has over 50 in everything. Lovely. So with all that stuff done, we can now go and cash in all 100 of these masked rabbits. That's going to get us Core of Origin chests. We get 3 from here. We get 2 Grimoires from there. We get the Inquiring Mind from here. We get more Core of Origin chests. And we get some Destiny stuff in there too. And Inquiring Mind pops in again. So we're going to go ahead, purchase all of that. And then that is going to give us another opportunity to grab Inquiring Mind, getting us 3 in total. And then what we have is the exchange store up here, where we can get ourselves 1,000 contract starry gems. Perfect. So, with all that purchasing, it's now time to start building some heroes. We need to get ourselves Star Alchemist Holmes Young, and we want to get ourselves Blood-Tide Queen Aranea to Destiny. We're going to need cores for both of these heroes to make that possible. So we're going to start with the core chests here for Aranea, and you'll be able to see we already have a core on her. So we just need 300 for this. So let's go into our bag and start using our core chests pretty easily for this one. I have 6 here, so that actually just becomes instantly easy. 6 is going to be all the ones we need for Aranea there. Nice. So there you go. That is an instant 300. So if we go to the Core of Origin, pop this in, and we can make ourselves the upgrades necessary for our Blood-Tide Queen Aranea to have a noble core. Very, very good. So we'll insert this, level that up. We'll add another 2, level that up. Brilliant. And then what we can do is just make sure that she's upgraded in here to level 120. And that means we can now put some Destiny into her. So let's Destiny transition and get ourselves to Nirvana on her. So we're going to quick upgrade all the way to here. Destiny again, rise, quick upgrade, Destiny again, rise, quick upgrade, and just work our way through. I think the highest we're going to be able to comfortably get to is going to be Polystar. Yeah, we're out of Spirit Veins, actually. That's quite interesting. Close, though. Very close. We will need to get some more Spirit Veins to get all the way. It's going to be easily done. And we also want to be able to upgrade Star Alchemist Holmes Young to Nirvana, which means I am actually going to have to pull a hero from being Nirvana. Patricia is an obvious candidate here. And I'm tempted to no longer have Aspen as Nirvana or Elena. It feels nice to keep Aspen around. We need him for Star Expedition. But I think Elena doesn't need to be this highly upgraded. So we can rip this down. Because her Nirvana skill isn't completely necessary. I think Polystar on her is just good. There we go. And then we'll take her all the way up to Polystar. And let's go back to Aranea. And we should be able to level her up as well. I think we're going to need another 300,000. So I'll get those from our chests, which we have in the bag. So you'll notice I got a ton of these chests. I think, yeah. Where are they? They're in here somewhere. I will find them. There we are, 119 of them. That is loads. And the reason we did this is because her Nirvana ability is whenever an ally's active skill is successfully hitting a target, and she has 3 or more layers of transition power, she will then inflict Scorching Curse for 6 rounds. And because this triggers, what's quite nice about it is it then triggers all these other abilities, which we will get active now. Reduces the target's attack, we want that. Restores all allies' HP is nice. Wait, is that whenever it's triggered? Hang on. So we're just going to keep healing when everyone attacks? Oh, that's epic. That's really, really good. Yeah, good job, Aranea. She becomes an insanely good healer. And that is going to be her. Now, we need to get ourselves Star Alchemist Holmes Young in here, and that means we're going to have to get rid of Patricia, which means if I go to regress, Patricia can be destroyed. Amazing. So, we'll go ahead and do that. That gets us all of her resources back. Wow, that's so many. That is ridiculous. And now we can go take a look at building our Holmes Young. So, Holmesy Womesy, how's it going, broski? We need to get you made. You're going to need a lot of food to do this. Let's just go and get ourselves some 6-stars. So we're going to start with these 2 6-star puppet chests here. Pull out some Fortress Heroes. Go into the bag here. And we should have some more Fortress Heroes to pull. Not just these puppets, but we've got 10 puppets here as well. Now for Holmes Young copies, I got 4 there, but how many are already in the account? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I just need to pull 1. There you go. That's 9. Lovely. So building 9-star or even 10-star Holmes Young should be relatively quick and easy. Yep. So if we go to 10-star Holmes Young, put in our 5 copies like this. We've got our 6 stars because we made that Mirage earlier. We've got 9 stars. And then for dummies, we've got loads down here. And we also can start using Christians and Iron Bambis. And there you go, 10-star Holmes Young built and made. Let's go to the Gate of the Void. Let's go to the Evolution Cube. Let's select Star Alchemist Holmes Young. And let's put in our 10-star Holmes Young and transcend this boy. The good thing about Holmes Young is, similar to Aranea, he has a really good Nirvana ability. So, going to be exciting to put that onto the account. Now, where's our buddy gone? He's going to be in our Transcendence Heroes now. Just got to go and throw in all of the food we can. We should have lots of 9 stars. Yep. And we should have enough 10 stars for this as well. So, folks, let's take him to E5. Right, there we go. Star Alchemist Holmes Young has been made. Let's build him nice and defensive. So we'll just give him protective abilities. And now I'm going to imprint him up to Void 4. Right, let's get him a stone. We're looking for something with speed. Oh! Speed attack. Literally the first thing we got. Okay, I guess we'll keep that one then, boys. That was pretty good. And now we need to do the Tree of Origin. There we go. That is fully sublime. Nice. Now we need to get a Core of Origin for him. Thank goodness we have all these chests. So, I'm going to go ahead and just shotgun out as much stuff from this chest for Star Alchemist Holmes Young as I can. And then we'll see what's left over that we need to pull elsewhere. So, we've got these ones. That's going to be 15 there. If we go down, we got 26 here. So I'm going to pull out all of them for chests. That's 130. Then I got another 2 chests here. Let's get that open. So open this chest as well. And I'm pretty sure I'm out of Core of Origin chests that I can just immediately pop by the looks of things. Oh, I've got 4 here, but that's no one important. Right, yeah. Oh, wait, no. Wow, Star Alchemist Holmes Young's in there. Ha! Cool. So we'll pop that. Now we've got 4 here. Has that got Star Alchemist Holmes Young in? Sure does. Love that. So we'll open this one up. 4 more of these. That's on. How are we doing for Cores of Origin right now? 253. Okie dokie. So, nearly there. We've got 3 here. That should be easily dealt with. That's 15 more. There we go. 26 here. So now we need 2 more. Easy. So, you know those bunny rabbits? They're going to sort us right out. So, 2 bunnies. And that's going to be 2 more Star Alchemist Holmes Young core shards. Which means, just like that, that's a full Star Alchemist Holmes Young core to Noble. Lovely. So when we go to him, and let's go give him that core and upgrade it. So let's insert this, level it up. There we are. Put in 2 more. Now that's Noble. And let's Destiny transition this guy. rising him all the way through to Nirvana. And there we are. That is a Nirvana level 100 Star Alchemist Holmes Young. Which means everyone should be maxed in the destiny that I can get them. Nirvana 100, Nirvana 100, Nirvana 100, Nirvana 100, Nirvana 100, Polystar, 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 Polystar. Boom! That is freaking gorgeous. Folks, that's a team. All we need now is to get Awakens onto our Star Alchemist Holmes Young, which is going to take some effort, but hopefully we can make that happen. Also, it would be nice to put X upgrades onto these heroes as well. So I'm going to start off with Holmes Young, just with the classic go to 21 that I do on most heroes. Very, very fun to see what this is going to do. The main principle for this is in void campaign waves that you would normally die to counterattacks from opponents. So this enemy here is not one such wave, but I think we're still going to be able to do some funny things here. So I'm going to remove Halora, and I'll add in probably just Aranea here, to be honest. And I think we still use... Well, let's just see what it does, right? There might be some cool stuff we could show you here. I think if I want to have everything, I will remove Melissa, and we'll put in Star Alchemist Holmes Young as well. Yeah, let's get the whole combo working. This will be funny. Let's see if we can reduce all the attack on the enemies. So, Betty didn't get Dragon Re triggering. That's not a good start. So we need Dragon Re to trigger here so that we don't just get absolutely massacred. So it might take a few attempts to get this right, but when Dragon Re does trigger, we should win. So, also, I want to check, are we wearing the right artifacts on our heroes? So Star Alchemist Holmes Young, oh, he has nothing. Of course, he needs armor. What am I doing? I'm throwing, guys. Let's go to the Great Horse Blessing. Let's get him some upgraded resonance armor. So let's give our bro some armor. Let's make sure he's got an energy feed artifact. And let's try and get him nice and quick. He's at 2306 speed. I think that's just going to be enough. How fast is our Natalie? We're just going to make sure we're quicker than her. She's 2330. Okay, we can buff his speed up a little bit with this. I actually want Star Alchemist Holmes Young to be the fastest hero on the teams. Good. Okay, so let's put Aranea at the front. Betty slot 2. Star Alchemist Holmes Young is in here. Now, assuming Betty triggers with Dragon Receptor, this should dominate. There you go. Betty getting the trigger there. Enemies hitting us. Right, Aranea gets to go. And that's what we're talking about. Sadly, there's no Star Alchemist Holmes Young, but we are getting lots of debuffs on these enemies. Which means we're getting tons of damage coming through here. Loads of control effects as well. Whoa! Alakita! Sheesh! She freaking nuked them! She nuked them, boy! Oh, it feels like cheating. It really does. The fact that you have that many debuffs and Star Alchemist Holmes Young died there is crazy. Wow, we didn't even get a trigger on our Betty here. Wow. There we go. She gets to finally put out some control. So we're having to deal with these Eloises attacking us. Hopefully the CC is going to be really, really good now. No one's died yet. Eloise, stop it. Although, actually, they're going to do no damage to us. Look at the damage numbers coming out. Because we've debuffed so much of their attack. Oh, this feels like cheating. And the lag is bad. Heck yeah, wait till you see Alakita's active skill. You ready? Look at this. Oh, the sweet destruction. Oh, this team is so strong. So the crazy thing going on here is every time we attack, it triggers Geister's Core, which is putting burn and poison on the enemies. Then we have all the effects whenever anyone does an active skill from Star Alchemist Holmes Young, and all the effects whenever someone does an active skill with Blood-Type Queen Aranea. And of course, it just results in this endless chain of negative effects, shutting down our opponents. More and more and more and more. Then Natalie just coming out there benefiting from all of that. And Alakita, look at those numbers. Absolutely hitting like a ridiculously, stupidly strong hero. Bang. Just so crazy here. And just Betty's just here to keep them crowd controlled. Although, also as well, Betty debuffs opponents' defenses with her Destiny stuff. And is there a way not to make it run better? So the issue is not my computer. My computer is an absolute freight train. This thing's brilliant. It's actually any emulator you run is just not optimal for this. If you're doing it on a mobile, it probably won't lag. But if you're doing it on a PC emulator, if there's one thing I can tell you about emulators, they aren't optimized for this kind of nonsense. Right, now we're going to see what it does to Valkyrie waves. This is a real test. I am scared about Valkyrie waves here. So Betty didn't trigger immediately. That's kind of terrifying. And there we go. We're finally getting our heroes to do active skills here. Oh boy. How much damage? Yeah, we're going to take tons of damage from this. This is probably where I have to come up with something a little more creative. Also, let's put damage over time purify on everybody, just in case we get an extra round here. Because dot purify is actually going to make a difference. And the attack debuff doesn't matter when enemies damage scales with HP. Very true. Valkyrie breaks the very mechanic that this is trying to stop. So we still want to debuff them, but that's just so that Alakita can one-shot them very quickly. But it also means we need Dragon Rui to trigger here. So we've got a high roll Dragon Rui with Betty, and we have to crowd control all 3 Valks. Another option we could do is to try something weird with Torch. That could be a thing. To stop us taking damage from the burn. Come on! Kill them! Kill them all! Yay! Full crowd control. Perfect. Now, this surely has to be the one. Right? Oh, already a good start. Ah! Hang on. The one flame strike that was free killed us. We're getting dismembered by damage over time anyway. I'm going to have to figure out a way to beat this wave with the heroes that we have. I think it's doable, but today's video has gone on long enough, and I've already been able to show you all the cool stuff that we can do with Star Alchemist Holmes Young and Blood Tide Queen Aranea. And I also need to get myself a copy of Star Alchemist Holmes Young. So there's lots of stuff to do, but I think that wave will definitely find something with our current heroes to beat that. For now, guys, hit that subscribe button if you want to catch more from this crazy account. It's so cool to have Blood Tide Queen Aranea and Star Alchemist Holmes Young built, and this damage we're going to be doing with Alakita and Natalie is going to be ridiculous. Subscribe for more. I'll see you next time, and as always, have an amazing week, and happy idling.